Guys, what is going on? Blossoms back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, I want to start today's episode with a public service announcement. If you go into challenges, hidden all the way at the back is a racing comp. Now, this, again, as you can see in the description, claim these rewards for recent in-game issues. I guess it's nice that they're giving it out, but I gotta say, it's so sloppy that it took us an entire weekend for us to get like some resolution on the jailbreak event. Literally there was a problem, they took it down, we didn't hear from it until, Monday. Now, I get that, obviously like Hutch doesn't work over the weekend, so we didn't hear from them until basically today, which is Monday when I'm posting this. But it's kind of like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Like you're producing a game where the biggest events fall on the weekend. Most of the players are playing on the weekend. Your biggest live service events are on the weekend, and you don't really have anyone in the server team to kind of focus on these issues. It's really frustrating, but at least anyway, you go all the way to the other challenges over here. There's racing comp. I don't know if they announced about this compensation thing in the news in the Discord server, and of course if you're not in the Discord server, you wouldn't know that this is even going on right now. Now, this is really new. This is like daily rewards, but it's like all gold and stuff, which is pretty cool. You get it 3 times the rank pack, you get 75 flags and 3 hats as well, which kind of means that you don't even need to do much of the in-game multiplayer challenges, because you get 3 hats from this. That's literally like basically enough, I think, and almost enough to get the legendary prize card. You just need to do like a couple and you'll be fine. But so yeah, that's really generous, to be fair, and a nice amount of cash as well. So 75 midnight hour flags, 3 fedoras, 500 gold, 100,000 cash. That's actually a lot, to be fair. That is a lot. No carbon fiber, but honestly a 3 times the rank pack might end up being better than a carbon fiber anyway. All we need is an ultra rare, and it will be better just because of the sheer amount of cards that we're getting from a 3 times the rank pack. So let's check it out. Nissan Leaf, that's a good one. Renault Sport Megane, Land Rover. We have an Infiniti J30, Citroen DS5, and we're starting over at 42. I believe there's like 3 more. Volkswagen Polo GTI, second card. We have a 49 Mazda Taiki. Okay, there you go. It could be either a double 49 or we might be going ultra. And if it goes ultra, then yes, it is better than a carbon fiber. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Vauxhall Insignia VXR Super Sport. That is a pretty nice 3 times ceramic pack, to be honest. And over here, if you are 500 RQ and above, you get an extra 75 flags, so I'll take that as well. All of those Amis, Brazen is going to love racing against that. I think a lot of you guys are probably going to be having a lot of fun racing against these cars. I know usually when they put up the worst of the worst cars to race against, people always try and get the highest amount of points. So we've got that done and dusted. Obviously, since this is a hybrid of a gameplay day, we have a carbon fiber to open. We have the In the Shadows carbon fiber. Now, my girlfriend actually recently opened a, this is the hand I'm going to use. She recently opened the In the Shadows carbon fiber. I'm going to get to post on Instagram. But obviously I'm on the 4th stage, and in the 3rd stage, she opened a In the Shadows carbon fiber, and she actually got me an epic that I really wanted. Fair to say, it's the only epic that I actually wanted from this tag as well. I think a lot of you guys might know what it is. If you are an OG follower of the channel, obviously being an Aston Martin collector, we got ourselves the V12 Vantage. Maybe we'll get it again. Nah, that's a good one though. We got no sum car. All right, I'll take that. That is really cool. So yeah, that's the carbon fiber over there. I'll show it to you right now. There we go. Aston Martin V12 Vantage RS. Really happy to have that in the collection. It's got the MRI. It's got the handling. Used to be a legendary. It's a fantastic car. If you go into all cars over here, obviously as an Aston Martin collector, really happy to get that, because that was the last Aston Martin epic that I needed. And I'm only left off of these 2. Obviously the Superlegers are the ones that I just can't seem to get. I'm not even surprised. Like, when I ever talk about a video about a car that I really want, I'm just never gonna get it. So that's why nowadays I never really talk about cars that I want anymore, because it's just like, it's too risky, It's way too risky. Anyway, we're going to challenge leagues over here. With the amount of flags that we're getting, we'll be able to actually get some packs. So we're going to do just that. We're going to go bronze 2 over here, get ourselves, a bunch of just 10k slots, and then we'll get a 2-time ceramic pack. So basically, we're starting off this video with a 5-time ceramic pack and a carbon fiber, which is pretty nice. Gotta say, most of the packs that I've been getting have been from challenges. I don't like the repetitive nature of challenges. I feel like it's all the same. but the prizes are pretty good. I'll give it that. The prizes are pretty good. Obviously, the other day I made that video where you have like technically free, 5 free carbon fibers. Free as in like I don't need to spend and use my own credit card to actually purchase those carbon fibers. So that's obviously really nice. Obviously, you need to be able to complete those levels, but some of those levels are actually pretty easy to complete. Things like the Veterans Challenge. Well, actually, the Veterans Challenge this time was probably not as easy as the previous ones, because the previous ones would focus on a certain brand. Some brands where, you know, they've been in the game for years and years and years, but this one kind of focused on the new update instead, which is pretty interesting. Hopefully in the next couple of Veterans Challenges, they're going to focus on previous updates as well. I think that'll be pretty cool. 10 to 39, I really don't know why. It's always like the last race, they only allow you to use rares. It's very peculiar. I don't think it's annoying, I just think it's interesting. We're going to add in the DB for Zagato, and we'll get another 2 times ceramic pack. I think I had enough flags to actually do the one that gets you to 3 times, but I do want a little bit left over, so we can also get that 20k from the, whatchamacallit, the Frontier Challenges. So Nissan Silvia to begin with, Lancia Beta Coupe, Pontiac, okay, Audi A1, so I think we're getting an extra rare. Yeah, so that's the extra rare, the Hyundai Pony Concept, and an extra super rare, I believe. There are 2 more to get, the BMW 325. If anybody knows what car this is in the background, let me know. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Okay, we have a Mazda Familia GCX at 46, and we've got a 47 Jaguar XJS Trans Am, so nothing too special from that 2 times, just an extra super rare. So we'll add the new cars in. Taiki, yep, Vauxhall Insignia, I will take the Ultra any day. We also did get the Mitsubishi Lancer, so that's 2 Ultra rares and a couple more supers. We have a lot of supers lying around. I'm gonna put in these rares as well. I'm pretty sure I have some cars that I want to upgrade, but the commons, see, like we get every rarity but commons is just so hard to get, and that's why if you go into Fuse Completed, I'm currently sitting pretty for the Citroen Ami. I can't upgrade it because I don't get commons. I get everything else. I get the rares and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just don't get commons. Actually, now that we have all these rares in here, though, I want to add 3 of these because I do want to upgrade a very peculiar prize car. That seems to be the word of the video today, isn't it? Peculiar. And that's the Interceptor. I never thought I'd see the day where they actually like release the police interceptors, but they actually did, which I think is really, really cool. There it is, the Ford Police Interceptor Concept NYPD representation. Freaking love that, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it's a car that's going to be helping us, but it's cool, and it'll be really nice to see if this car has its own, you know, special model with the sirens and everything. I think that would be pretty funny. All right, anyway, let's jump into events over here. We're going to go into Q, the Higher Muscle. We're currently sitting at 7-1. I could probably get some more races in here if I really wanted to. I can make a really good hand for this, I would say. Like, not even joking, like 1, 2, 3. I feel like there's been a lot of events recently that has been shining a light on the Holdens, which is really cool. Because I feel like the Holdens are very peculiar. Seriously, it really is the word of today's video. The Holdens are very interesting in the fact that if you don't make an event that surrounds them, you're never going to use them. So it has to be just Holden, or it has to be Australian. But and I guess, you know, muscle cars, maybe it works if there's a lot of city streets medium, because a lot of these Holdens are medium ground clearance. But that's just about the only times you will see them. So that's pretty cool as well, actually. Let's see what top hands are racing over here. I got a pretty good hand, so I'm feeling pretty confident about where I'm putting my cars. We'll see how it goes against first place over here. So that's going to be a win. That's going to be a draw. That's going to be a draw as well, but we get a win on karting circuit and we lose on Monaco Street, so we win the half mile. So we're actually going to win by 100 to 50. I don't know if I can make the gap to first place though. Mainly because, like, yeah, it's 459 to 144. I mean, I guess I could just dial down this guy and see how far I can make it. But unlike the regular ceramic events where, you know, the difference between tier 1 and tier 2 is an extra ceramic pack, because obviously it's tier 2. I mean, it's a 2-time ceramic pack in the first place for the normal ceramic events, and then it's like a 1-time ceramic for the top 10 or whatever. Like, this one is just a single ceramic pack. So there isn't that incentive there. But I guess if I can try and make a dent and go for first place, I might as well try. But I mean, as always, like it's become the norm. I'm not going to be awake when the events end. There used to be a time where I used to be really passionate, and I would always be awake to see these events go out. But yeah, those days are over, man. I value my sleep, especially now as a fitness instructor. I need that sleep, man. Anyway, let's continue on. This is the same guy, right? Yeah, it's the same track set as well. It's almost like the game wants me to race this guy by giving me the same exact track sets over and over and over. I mean, I'm not complaining, honestly. This max out Cadillac 16, you know, it was kind of funny because I wanted to make a video. About cars that have withstood the test of time. And honestly, there weren't a lot. The Cadillac 16 was the only one that I could think of as the only genuine contender. I mean, it would definitely be first place. But the thing is, obviously, I can't just make a video around the Cadillac 16. I mean, maybe I could, because obviously I did that for the Hyundai Le Feu Rouge. But like, you know, I really want to make a video like top 10 cars that withstood the test of time, and like cars would have to include basically anything from Italian Renaissance and before. The issue is there aren't many cars that actually withstood the test of time. It's really sad. The only ones I can think of would be the Cadillac 16 and maybe the Porsche 962C, and honestly that's it. It's a bit sad. Most of the cars that were really good back in the day are not good anymore. I mean, not that they're not good anymore. It's just that, you know, the natural order of hierarchy, better cars come in, then those cars that used to be 79 would go down to 78 and 77 and 76. And honestly, the only car that I can really think of that truly has, you know, maintained its reputation as being one of a kind, being the best in its class, is the Cadillac 16. 962 maybe for its decade. I can't remember what decade it was. I think it was the 80s. But yeah, outside of that, I can't really think of any other cars. So let me know in the comments below if you can think of any, but I definitely cannot. Now we're going to join in Shadow of a Doubt. It's RQ 10 to 50. And we've been seeing a lot more of these events where they kind of limit the RQ. And I'll be honest, I'm all for it. I kind of like it because honestly, if you don't limit the RQ, people are just going to be using the same cars. I mean, if you're to limit the RQ, people are going to be using the same cars anyway. I kind of like those events though, where it's like they limit it to mid-tier epics. Like it goes up to about RQ 70 and that's it. I just think I mean, yes, there are pros and cons to it. Obviously, people are going to be like, oh, yeah, I mean, they're just forcing us to race with crap, which is true to some degree. But because we've been forced to race with crap so often, especially for Tri-Series and GT Series and challenges like that, chances are you probably have crap fully upgraded in your garage. So these events are kind of like homages to those cars. So yeah, I mean, like the things like the white Holden, for example, which was pretty nice to use. Anyway, this one is majority wet. This will be pretty interesting to see what cars we want to use. 10 to 50. I don't know what are the best 50s to run. We've got Ocean City Streets. We've got rain here and there. I think a pretty decent car for Ocean City Streets might be the Volvo S80 T6. And then we have the Holden Commodore as well. Would be nice to have multiple of these Mazda Taikis fully upgraded for this event, wouldn't it? It's a 75 to 125, so we'll have to find a great drag. Actually, I'm thinking of the Miura already. Ocean Long Drag, 75 to 125. This track set, the Miura would be crap on. This track set, the Miura would be crap on. So it will be pretty interesting to see what to use. Maybe the Bulldog might be the better option. Maybe not. They want us to use hybrids. The Excella might be pretty decent for Ocean City Streets. The only issue is that 3 of the Ocean City Streets are in the wet and 1 is in the dry. This one's all dry. This is 4 wet. This is 3 wet. This is 3 wet. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Excella. And we just need 50. Okay, so what else do we have over here? We have the Bulldog. The Bulldog's gonna be pretty good. Front wheel drive and rear wheel drive means that we are gonna be, oh, actually the Charger might be pretty good as well. The first car I thought of was the Miura though, over here at 3.5. It would be better on the twistier options, but on the drag, 75 to 125. Ocean Long Drag, I'm pretty sure the Charger is gonna be the better car. Then we can use like one other RQ50. What's the best RQ50 hybrid car that we can use for this? We're using this for the wet. Oh, actually, we need another wet car, I believe. We got a fast circuit. We got a twisty circuit. What's the best standard tire RQ50 that we can use? The problem is they're only limited to front wheel drive, or yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Actually, the Mercedes-Benz S400 is gonna be pretty good for the Ocean City Streets. I'll be honest with you. That car has the MRA to back it up. which makes me kind of want to remove the S80, which I was initially going to use, but I'll probably replace it for the Holden Commodore now that just handles a little bit better. I'm also actually working coincidentally on the LT. These are cards that I definitely didn't want to fully upgrade, but I just did it for In the Shadows anyway. So I think it's a pretty good hand. Ocean City Streets is definitely the track that you want to capitalize on the most because this shows up 3 times out of 4 track sets. I'm going to put you in for Karting Circuit, I'll put you in for Twisty Circuit, and you in for Ocean Highway, just because I don't want to play for the draw. Actually, I'm going to put the Taiki in for Ocean Highway, because his Taiki is 233, mine is 323. Alright, 50 and 0, skip match, and that should be a 2-star. Yes, it is, 251, 250. So let's collect those 2, and here, there you go. We can finally get our commons to completely upgrade that Ami. Next up, let's go to the second race. So this is the one where it's going to be a little bit tough because there is no standard tire bonus here, but I will get these 2 as wins. I will win Twisty. Ooh, no, I will not, but I win that. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll lose Twisty Road, and I think it should be like, I'm going to guess 150 to 100. Because we do lose Ocean Highway by just ever so little. Okay, there you go, 150 to 100, called it. All right, 2-0, 3 more races to go, and we actually got all 3 commons. Wow, from our first 3 guesses. I kind of want to take this track set to punish the players that went majority performance tires, but it looks like everyone was kind of using their brain. Everyone here is running some standard here and there. Ooh, that's actually a pretty decent option to use, the Renault Clio Cup car. If you can get that, that would be pretty useful. Let's go with this one. So Ocean Long Drag, we're gonna get a huge win there. We're gonna a decent win from Ocean City Streets. I would say more than 50 points. Twisted Circuit's gonna be win. Fast, okay, yeah, there we go, and 2 losses. So I'm gonna say it's a little over, like maybe 200 to 100, maybe. So that's 88 points. I'm curious to see how many points we're gonna win on this one against the Hyundai Grandeur. Ooh, only 50. Oh, well, we get 338 to 50 though. So one of the cards I thought was going to lose actually didn't lose. But yeah, that is interesting. Only 50. I don't know if the Mercedes is worth it. I want to go up against someone that has a fully upgraded Volvo S80. Then we'll know if using the Mercedes is the right call or not. But so far, nobody has that. The ELR seems to be the move. This hand is really good, actually. Running the Aston Martin DB7 on those non-drag track sets. What are the win conditions on this? I see 1, 2. I see 3. I mean, this is probably possible. It might be a close one. So that's 1 win, slightly over 50. I mean, if it's only gonna beat the 40 by only 50 points, I don't think it'll beat the Hyundai Pony by too much. We'll win the G-force test, probably 81 to 85. Even with that huge 0 to 60 discrepancy, I'm feeling pretty confident about it. Put you in Ocean Parking Lot, Hairpin Road, and Hairpin Road again. Okay, let's check it out. That G-force is really what I want to see. So that wins by 55 points. That's not too bad. Mazda Taiki, yeah, that's gonna lose to. Ooh, you know what though? That's respectable. That's really close. I didn't even expect it to be that close. This was gonna lose by a pretty big amount. Actually, 60 isn't too bad. But definitely no draws are gonna happen. So this is the race that I need to win, and it does. For handling more, we'll do it for you. I feel like if it was a Tokyo G-force though, I would have lost that. Only 50. Only 50. Man, okay. So you're not getting a lot of points with that Mercedes. But hey, if it is the best option for Ocean City Streets, I'm all for it. Still, no one here with that maxed out Volvo S80, so we won't be able to test if the Mercedes is the best possible one. Obviously, I could just go check Top Drive's records if I really wanted to. But I feel like I don't need to right now. Only when the going gets tough, you know? Twisty Circuit, yeah, that's gonna win. We're gonna draw on the Twisty Circuit rolling. We're gonna lose the Fast Circuit. Should be all good. This will be a pretty interesting matchup between these 2 cars, but we do win it just because the 0 to 60 on the Charger 3 is just so much better. This is going to win too by very slight margins. I do believe that the Mercedes-Benz will be the best option, 150 to 50. There you go. Oh, no, the game just disappeared. They want us to do some stuff. I think if you just spam, ooh. Yeah, someone tell me how that works. I'm literally just playing the game and suddenly it just decides, like, is that considered a crash? That it just goes back to the App Store just like that? Anyway, I mean, I wanted to end it there anyway because that was the last ticket of the last event that I was going to do. So I don't know how long we're going to be staring at. Oh, well, I guess it's going to start up. Maybe we can collect our prizes while I do the outro. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. As always, remember at the start of the video, go collect your rewards. Those rewards are really good. And one thing about the compensation ones, though, the compensation compensation rewards, they tend to get better and better and better and better. I mean, I guess that's like a bittersweet kind of thing, because you know that the next time Hutch goes messing up on something, the compensation is going to be better than the last. But you don't really want them to mess up on stuff, now, do you? But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, boss them out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls